What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25. First time I'm going to do my WWE Smackdown review. And holla at you guys new. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Alright, we're kicking things off with the Kevin Owens show. Owens' guest is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan joins Kevin Owens in the ring. Kevin Owens thanks Daniel Bryan for naming him as one of the people he wanted to face on Smackdown. Kevin Owens asks Daniel Bryan what his vision for Smackdown is. Daniel Bryan says SmackDown has been the best young talent in the world. Daniel Bryan wants to see who is going to step up next. The one thing that would make SmackDown better would be the Intercontinental Championship to be defended every week. Kevin Owens says he wanted to specifically talk to Daniel Bryan about the tag team titles. Daniel Bryan restores that Kevin Owens has betrayed a lot of friends. Alright, Kevin Owens says he has even thought of a team name, like Team KO. Bryan lets Kevin Owens know that would only work if Kevin Owens' team was Kane. Kevin Owens says that can work that out later. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode interrupt. Robert Roode says the only team that matters is his team. The Street Profits walk out on the ramp and join the argument. Dawkins tells Ziggler and Roode that they look like they just stepped out of the 1984. Ford says they are excited to be on SmackDown. The Street Profits are up and they want the smoke. Cesaro and Nakamura also walk down to the ring. Cesaro tag team division for months. Daniel Bryan tells Kevin Owens maybe they should test themselves as a team right now. A huge Raw breaks out, of course, a huge Raw breakout. Adam Pearce sends officials down to the ring to break it up. So we get the Street Profits, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, an eight-man tag. This was a decent 8-man tag. It says Dawkins suplex 4 on top of Roode for a near fall. Ziggler tags in and drop kicks forward. Ziggler and Cole takes turns working over Ford. Ford managed to tag in Bryan. Bryan sends Cesaro out of the ring. Suicide dive by Bryan. Bryan sends Cesaro back into the ring. Bryan tries a moonsault off the top rope, but Bryan's legs give out. Bryan rolls out of the ring, clutching his knee. Kevin Owens tries to check on him, but Cesaro continues his assault after the break. Cesaro and Ziggler are working over Daniel Bryan's knee. Bryan tags in Dawkins as Nakamura tags in. Dawkins clears the ring, spinning splash followed by a bulldog by Dawkins. Nakamura kicks out. Nakamura kicks Dawkins in the head. Backstabbing by Nakamura. Cesaro hits a gut-wrench powerbomb on Dawkins. Kevin Owens stuns Ziggler. Cesaro tries to pin Dawkins with his feet on the ropes, but the referee catches it. Bryan dives off the apron and hits a flying knee as Kevin Owens hits a cannonball, taking out the rest of the competitors. The Street Profits hits their finish on Cesaro for the win. The winner of the match, the Street Profits, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens. Let's move on. Decent. That tag team match itself was different. Okay, this was the worst segment on SmackDown. Law and Otis. This segment itself was just garbage. That's just my opinion. Law and Otis segment was just garbage. Chris Jericho and MJF steak dinner was way better than Law and Otis segment right here. That's just facts. Otis is the Thunderdome court. Ron Simmons is the belief and JBL is the judge. Miz stops his lawyer from speaking and says the truth is on his side. Otis has victimized him physically and emotionally. Otis is fit to be the Money in the Bank holder. Me and Tim has stated Otis should not won the Money in the Bank. Now, I just tweeted this out. If Otis lose the Money in the Bank contract at Hell in the Cell, I'm going to be disappointed. And I know Tim is watching. So Tim, if you're watching, shouts to you, my friend. Because I know you're going to agree with me in the comment section. But anyway, Otis says he deserves the Money in the Bank contract because he won the Money in the Bank ladder match. Miz lawyer tells Miz and Morrison as they snicker that Otis may made a good argument. Miz fired his lawyer. Backstage, the Street Profits, Daniel Bryan, and Owen celebrate. Bryan says he's up with the smoke and asks them to fist him. He meant the fist bump, but Dawkins says Bryan will get there. Zayn walks in and tells Bryan to keep his vision of the Intercontinental title to himself. As long as Zayn is the champ, he'll do what he wants. Bianca Belair versus Selena Vega. This match went quick. I'm glad Bianca Belair is on SmackDown. That's all I gotta say. Bianca Belair sits Vega on the top rope. Belair tries to give Vega a clean break. Vega slash Bianca Belair. Belair tosses Vega off the top rope. Vega kicks Bianca Belair in the arm. Vega tries a head scissors, but Belair lands on her feet. Vega hits a hurricane runner off the top. Vega tries a cold breaker, but Belair catches her in midair. Belair pops Vega in the air and levels her with a right hook. Belair deadlifts Vega off the mat for a press slam. Belair walks around the ring with Vega. Belair launches Vega face first onto the turnbuckle. Belair hits the KOD for the win. The winner of the match, Bianca Belair. So far, Selena Vega lost to Bianca Belair. That's all I gotta say. Alright, let's move on. In-ring segment, Shorty G. Okay. Shorty G says he didn't get drafted to Raw or SmackDown. He feels disrespected. Shorty G is going to prove he belongs by calling out the big man. That's Lars Sullivan. Shorty G versus Lars Sullivan. This match was quick. And Lars Sullivan destroys Shorty G. Sullivan wins after the freak accident. The winner of the match, Lars Sullivan. Backstage, Shorty G goes on a rant about the underdog, and Shorty G never winning. Only one man can get the job done, and his name is Gable. Chad Gable. Now I've been saying this for a long time. The Shorty G name was god awful, but I like this Chad Gable. I like the name of Chad Gable. That's all I gotta say. Alright, in-ring segment. Bayley complains about having to consistently deal with Sasha Banks. Banks doesn't deserve a shot. Bayley would never sign the contract for the title shot. Banks likes to call herself the boss, but she isn't the boss of Bayley. Sasha Banks interrupts. Banks power walks to the ring carrying the contract. Banks demands Bayley sign it. Bayley tries to hit Sasha Banks with a chair. Banks dunks and picks up the title. Bayley says she will sign it if Banks give back the title. Bayley tries to rip the title away. Banks obliterates Bayley with a knee strike. Banks wraps a chair around Bayley's neck and locks in the Banks segment. Bayley signs it and she is being choked out. Like I said, I'm calling this right down the middle this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. Since we're getting 3 matches at Hell in a Cell, this is gonna be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Give the SmackDown Women's Champion to Sasha Banks. Bayley had a good segment and Bayley had a good title run, so I gotta give credit where credit's due. So put the SmackDown Women's Championship around Sasha Banks, because Sasha Banks will look good with the SmackDown Women's title. Alright, let's move on. Law and Otis continues. Alright, Morrison is on the stand being questioned by Miz. Morrison says Otis scared him physically and mentally. Rey Mysterio says he was in the Money in the Bank match and Otis won fair and square. Asuka is on the stand next. She says a lot in Japanese. JBL leans off screen and asks if anyone got that. Teddy Long appears and says he got everything, single word. Asuka yells, holla, holla, holla. Tucker is next. Tucker says he wants to be the crap out of the Miz. Just like Otis does, a fight almost break out. Simmons tells everyone to shut up. JBL says there will be a brief recess. JBL will deliver a verdict when he returns. After the break, JBL is about to rule a favor of Otis. Miz says he forgot one key piece of evidence. Miz hands Simmons a briefcase. JBL opens it in a cash register. It sounds effect place. JBL says in light of the new evidence, JBL is ruling in favor of Miz. Otis has to fight Miz at Hell in a Cell, and the winner gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. This segment itself was god awful. Let's move on. Alright, Seth Rollins versus Murphy. This match was fantastic. I had lots of fun watching this match. So I gotta give credit to Seth Rollins and Murphy. This match was fantastic. After some back and forth, Rollins locked in a side headlock. Rey Mysterio's daughter is watching the match from the backstage area. Murphy tossed Rollins out of the ring. Murphy back body drops Rollins onto the announcer table. After the break, Rollins is working over Murphy. Backstage, Rey and Dominic criticize Chase Aaliyah for watching the match. Back in the ring, Murphy fires up and launches Rollins out of the ring. Murphy crashed Rollins with a dive. Murphy sends Rollins back into the ring. Murphy hits a meteor off the top. Murphy's shoulders is hurt even more in the process. Murphy rolls out of the ring and tries to pop it back into place. Rollins surprised Murphy with a dive. Rollins slams Murphy's arm on the ring apron. Backstage, Aaliyah looks concerned. After the break, Murphy traps Rollins and hits a super kick. Rollins responds with a buckle bomb. I thought that buckle bomb was banned in WWE. So Sammy Talks tweet that out. So Sammy Talks, if you're watching, shouts to you for tweeting that out. But anyway, let me continue. Rollins hits the rope, but Murphy shocks him with a running knee. Murphy only gets a 2 count. Rollins hits Murphy with the shoulder. Rollins slaps Murphy over and over again. Murphy fires up, but Rollins lands a head kick. Murphy rolls up Rollins. Rollins kicks out. Rollins hits a Falcon Arrow. Murphy kicks out at 2. Rollins misses the stump twice. Murphy picks up Rollins with one arm. Rollins wiggles off Murphy's shoulder. Rollins' arm wingers Murphy down to the mat. Rollins hits the stump for the win. The winner of the match, Seth Rollins. Like I said earlier, Seth Rollins versus Murphy. That match itself was fantastic. Alright, let's move on. So backstage, Aaliyah begs her father and brother to help Murphy, as Rollins is getting a candlestick from under the ring. Aaliyah says if they won't help Murphy, she will. Rollins beats on Murphy with the candlestick. Aaliyah gets in the ring. Rollins backs up. Dominic runs down to the ring and checks on his sister. Rollins attacks Dominic from behind. Mysterio runs down to the ring with a chair. Rollins runs away. So this segment continues with Seth Rollins. Not the segment, I'm sorry. This feud continues with Seth Rollins, with Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins. Alright, let's move on. In-ring segment. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. This segment was fantastic. I love this. Before Reigns can speak, Jey Uso appears on the Tron. Uso is in Reigns' locker room. Uso says Reigns got his head so far up his he doesn't see his loss himself. The other thing that Reigns doesn't see is that this is Jimmy Uso on their Tron, on the Tron. Jimmy tells Reigns that Jey is behind him. Jey attacks Roman Reigns. Jey grabs a chair. Roman Reigns hits a big boot. Super kick by Jey Uso. Jey Uso hits the Uso splash. Jimmy walks down to the ring and celebrates with Jimmy Uso. Roman Reigns is rocked. Roman Reigns eventually makes it to his feet. Roman Reigns asks for a mic. Roman Reigns says this is just games to Usos. It's all games because the Usos don't understand. If Uso makes Roman Reigns quit, he can live with it. But can Jey? If Jey quits, he will acknowledge Reigns as the tribal chief. If the both Usos don't both out of them, they leave their children and their children's children will be out. Everyone will turn their backs on them. The Hell in a Cell lures around Reigns. Jey climbs it so he is above Reigns. Jey looks down at ringside, and SmackDown goes off the air. All right, I like this segment with I like the segment in-ring segment with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. But other than that, SmackDown was just a decent show. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, I just want to come on here and say, and I cannot wait for Hell in a Cell this Sunday, and I know we got 3 matches, so we're gonna get a 2 out of 3 falls match between Bayley versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Champion. Like I said earlier, put the title around Sasha Banks. Bayley already had a good championship run, but and Bayley's promo was excellent. So I got to give WWE credit where credit's due. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE SmackDown review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. You guys have a great weekend and stay safe, guys.